If you own a condo in Alberta, watch this video to avoid a $50,000 insurance bill. This isn't a gimmick. There are two new factors in Alberta that could cost you a lot of money. We have multiple condominium management companies in Alberta that manage condominium corporations in most of the major areas, such as Edmonton, Calgary, Fort Mac, etc. And we've been seeing some drastic changes. Throughout this video, you may hear me reference them as condo corps for short, but know that I'm speaking of condominium corporations. For those of you that don't know, condominium isn't a type of property, it's a form of ownership that can include apartment style, townhouse, or even single family detached homes as condominiums. An owner in a condominium corporation has full ownership of their exclusive use area or unit and shared ownership of common areas such as elevators, hallways, and roofs. So the first issue that comes up is insurance companies. So right now in Alberta, there are fewer insurance companies willing to insure condo corps. These insurance companies are looking to reduce their risk and reduce their exposure in any one sector. So these companies have been paying out more than they expected over the past few years due to the increase in costly natural disasters worldwide and on a more local scale events like floods or the fires in Fort McMurray. And I've even heard that in recent years, some insurance companies have paid out more than $2 for every dollar that they've taken in for some condominium types. So with fewer companies left willing to insure condos in Alberta, it's not only gotten more expensive to insure, in some instances it's become difficult or impossible to obtain adequate condominium insurance at all. So the companies that are left willing to give insurance have been increasing premiums and deductibles to manage their risk. And sometimes this means an increase of 300% or more to premiums, even for condo corps that haven't had a recent claim. And then the deductible portion is the scary part. So we've seen deductibles to make a claim increase from $10,000 to $50,000, $100,000. I've even seen $150,000. And that deductible amount is what a condo corp has to pay upfront to receive money for an insurance claim. So, insurance companies are hoping that high deductibles will reduce the number of claims due to, the cost or skin in the game that the insured has to put in. So the second issue that affects owners is the changes to the Condominium Property Act in Alberta, which became effective January 1st, 2020. I'll make a separate video referencing all of the changes, but the relevant one to this issue is regarding deductibles. So the new rules allow condo corps to recover the deductible portion of the insurance claim up to a maximum of $50,000 from a condo owner for damage that originates in their unit or exclusive use area. And that's often whether or not the fault of that damage comes from the unit. So this is a change that gives condo owners an insane amount of risk and responsibility. This means that the deductible amount for damage from, say, a fire or water or anything else that originates in your unit that requires an insurance claim is the responsibility of the owner, and that is whether or not it's their fault. So these two issues together can cost a condominium owner a lot of money. Think of situations like a leak from a toilet. The water might be even just leaking underneath the floor. You don't notice it. It causes some damage, breaks through to the floor below. That would be an insurance claim where an owner would have to pay a deductible. Think of frozen pipes bursting, causing water damage, maybe a fire from a cigarette that was disposed of improperly. All of those can cause a huge cost, even if the unit is vacant or tenant occupied, because of the insurance claim would result in the owner paying the deductible. Now, luckily, there is unit owners condo insurance that does include insurance for the deductible portion. And the main thing here is that you have to research the coverage thoroughly. Make sure it covers water loss, fire loss, up to the amount of your deductible. That's very important. So you should definitely know your condo corp's deductible amount. because you don't want the wrong amount. For example, let's say you're insured for $30,000, a claim comes in and the deductible for your condo corp is $40,000. Now you're on the hook for that $10,000. So what we have done is done some research for you. So if you click the link below in the description of the video, you can find information on how to get the right insurance to cover the needs for your corporation. And if you have any questions, you need somebody to review the insurance policy that you should receive every year for your condo corporation, then feel free to reach out. Thank you.